Welcome to the science class, students. Today we are going to have a new chapter, that is chapter 12 of page number 127, and the name of the chapter is States of Matter. So, like all other days, before starting the chapter we will have to do a small activity in our book. Take your pencil and get ready. Page number 127. First we will do the stepping stones. Pick the odd one out. Number 1, stick, ball, lemonade, fan. Which is the odd one here? Lemonade, because this is the liquid and rest of them are solid. Number 2, bottle, water, milk, juice. Which is the odd one here? Yes, bottle, because this is the solid one and rest of them are liquid. Number 3, air, oxygen, carbon dioxide, milk. Here which is the odd one? Milk, because rest of them are gases. Now answer the following questions. How did you differentiate between the above things? How did we differentiate? By considering their states, by considering the states of the above matters. Okay, so we will write by considering the states of the matters. Okay. Next question. Are they made up of same substances? No, they are made up of different substances. How are they different from one another? They are different from one another depending on the substances they are made up of. Okay. So they are different from one another because of their substances. And this we are not going to write. I am just describing. And as the substances are different, their states are also different and their features are also different. So in the second answer, we will just write no. Then we will write they are different from one another because of their substances. Okay. Now we will move towards the text. There are so many things around us which we can see. Sun, moon, stars, buildings, windows, toys, clothes, books, bottles, cars, metro rail, soil, diamonds, air, water, plants, animals and many more. So if you sit in your room and if you just give a look around you, you can see many of these items that I have just told. And if you go outside, again you can see so many items or so many names of the things that have been given here. They are all made up of different materials. Materials means substances. The stars are made of burning gases. The moon is made of rocks. Buildings are made of bricks and cement. Window panes are made of glass. Toys are made of wood, plastic or metal. Plants and animals are made up of different types of cells. Okay. So these are the materials with which these items are made of. What are all these materials made of? They are made of matter. So after material, if you go to the next step, we will get matter. The materials are made of matter. Let us learn more about matter in this chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about matter, their small parts and their features, the types of matters and their states also. Okay. Let us move to the next page, page number 128. First of all, we will have to know what is matter. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So, matter is something which should have mass and which must occupy some space. So, one is mass, second is volume. These two things are essential for being a matter. It is made up of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. All of you will underline, take a pencil and underline matter, atoms, molecules. These are the keywords of this chapter. I will mention all the important keywords of this chapter while describing the chapter. And you will continue underlining the words in your book with your pencil. So get ready. It is made up of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. These particles are so small that we cannot see them with the unaided eye. Means with bare eyes, without any instrument, you cannot see these particles. They are so small. For example, air is made up of molecules of oxygen, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. Okay, so these are the things, these are the particles with which air is made up of. Similarly, water is made up of water molecules. The molecules of matter join together to form a particular thing. So all these molecules are joined together to form a particular thing. In fact, all living beings and non-living things are also made up of matter. We, the other animals, the plants, all of them, and the non-living items around us, all of them are made up of matter. Clear to all? So matter is very important. The amount of space occupied by the matter or any object is called its volume. What it is called? It is called its volume. Underline volume, another important keyword. The amount of space occupied by the matter is called its volume. Matter can exist in different forms. The forms differ from each other with respect to the number of molecules present in the same space. So matter can exist in different forms. As per the difference of materials, matter also differs and their forms are different. The forms differ from one to another depending on the number of molecules present in the same space. Clear to all? So the number of molecules is very important. Now we will move to states of matter. Matter exists in 3 states. I hope all of you know this. Solid, liquid and gas. For example, water can exist in 3 different forms. There are 3 different forms of water. The solid form is ice, the liquid form is water that we are drinking throughout the day, and the gaseous form is steam, the vapor. Ice is the solid state, water is the liquid state, and steam is the gaseous state. Okay? All of you will underline this statement. And you will also underline the 3 states, solid, liquid and gas. Now you will follow the pictures. This is ice, that is the solid form of water. The next is the water that we are drinking, that is a liquid form. And the next one is water is boiling and the gas is coming out of the water in the form of steam. Solids. Solids have a definite shape and volume. Underline. What is the first feature of solid? It must have a definite shape and volume. Most solids are hard and cannot be easily compressed. Most of the solids are hard and they cannot be compressed very easily. For example, the shape of a pencil stays the same whether you put it into a bag or place it on a table. And even if you give pressure on your pencil with your hands, can you change the shape of the pencil? No. Actually, the molecules in solids are tightly packed and are close to one another. The molecules in solids are tightly packed. Remember this line. And they are very close to one another. There is no space in between. There is very little space present between them. Almost not to be able to be recognized. Okay? By us. There is very little space present between them. So, among the molecules of a solid, we cannot find that much space. Just follow the picture of page number 129. Arrangement of molecules in a solid. Have you seen? Very less space among the molecules. These are the molecules of a solid. This prevents the molecules from moving around freely in solids. Since there is no space, almost no space among the molecules, it is not possible for them to move around freely. That is why solids have a definite shape and a definite volume. And that shape or volume cannot be changed easily. However, the shapes of some solids can be changed by applying force. Sometimes we can apply too much force and can change the shape of some solids. For example, a rubber band stretches when it is pulled. If you pull a rubber band, it will stretch. The shape of a sponge changes when we compress it. Isn't it? If we compress a sponge, it changes the shape. Now we are going to perform some activity. Let us perform a simple activity to understand the packing of molecules in a solid. Activity 1. Collect some tiny marbles. I hope all of you have. And try to press them hard. All of you have glass marbles, small? Yes. And if you take them and try to press them hard, are you able to press them? Yes or no? The answer is no. We cannot press them. Now take an empty plastic jar and fill as many marbles as possible. Tightly close the lid of the jar. You will put as many marbles as possible. Remember this point. You are putting the maximum number of marbles inside that plastic jar, empty plastic jar. Tightly close the lid of the jar. Now shake the jar. That is, you put it, jerk it, move it heavily or quickly. Do the marbles move freely inside the jar? Are the marbles moving inside the jar freely? Yes or no? The answer is again no. The marbles do not move freely in the plastic jar as they are packed tightly. I told you to put maximum number of marbles so that they can be in a packed condition inside the jar. Molecules in a solid are also arranged in a similar manner. This is the condition in which molecules are packed inside a solid or arranged inside a solid. Clear to all? Okay. Now next topic is liquids. We are on page number 129. Liquids have a definite volume. However, they do not have definite shape. We know that, isn't it? Let us perform a simple activity to observe it. So this is activity 2. Pour water in a glass. Does water take the shape of glass? Yes or no? Yes. Now pour water from the glass to a bowl. Again, the same water from that glass, we will pour it inside a bowl. Does water take the shape of the bowl? Yes or no? Again, yes. It will take the shape of the bowl. So, we are finding that water takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. This shows that water does not have a definite shape, and water is a liquid and it does not have a definite shape. Go to page number 130, all of you. Molecules in a liquid are less tightly packed than those in solids. Underline. Important statement. Molecules in a liquid are less tightly packed than those in solids. This time there are some space among the molecules. Okay? There are some spaces present between them. So the molecules in a liquid can move around and enable the liquid to change its shape. So the molecules can move since there is space among them. Clear to all? They can move around since there is space among them. And that is why liquid is able to change its shape. This is why a liquid can take the shape of the container in which it is poured. If it is inside the glass, it will take the shape of a glass. If it is inside a bowl, it will take the shape of a bowl. If it is inside a cup, it will take the shape of a cup. However, the volume of a liquid remains the same. The volume will not change. Remember that. The volume will be fixed. Only the shape will be changed. Unlike solids, the movement of molecules in liquids gives them the ability to flow, which is not possible in the case of solid. The movement of molecules in liquids, since there is space, gives them the ability to flow. It gives them the ability, the power to flow. Water, oil and milk are some examples of liquids. Thus, we can say that liquids, all of you tick these points, have a fixed volume, have no fixed shape and can flow. These are the three main features of liquid. Now we will move to gases. Okay, this is the third form or the third state of matter. Gases have no definite shape and volume. Let us understand it with help of an activity to observe it. Light an incense stick. All of you know an incense stick that gives us beautiful smell. In Bengali we used to call it dhupkati. Yes, that is an incense stick. Stand it on a holder. Put it on a holder. Now try to catch and hold the smoke from the incense stick on your palm. Can you take the smoke on your palm? Can you hold it? Are you able to catch it? Yes or no? No. Now collect the smoke in an empty bottle. Close the lid of the bottle and observe the smoke inside it. Does the smoke remain at one place only? No. It will move inside the bottle. Okay, so now after a pause, we are back. We have discussed the third activity and now we are going to explain it. You cannot hold the smoke in your hand. Can you? No. Also, the smoke does not remain at one place. It moves around freely and fills the entire bottle. If the smoke is transferred to a bigger bottle, from the smaller one, if we transfer it into a bigger one, it is sprayed even more to fill the bigger bottle. Then also it will be sprayed inside that bigger bottle. In fact, the smell of the incense stick spreads quickly to all parts of a room. So, any corner of a room, if you stand there, you can get the smell of the incense stick because the smell is sprayed inside the room. Now, we will have to understand why this happens. We will move to page number 131. Smoke is majorly made up of gases. So, it is a gaseous matter. Molecules in a gas are loosely packed, so they are sprayed loosely. There are large spaces present between them, so you can get lots of space between the particles of gas. So the molecules in a gas can move around freely and spread out to fill the available space. So wherever is the space, the particles or molecules of gas can occupy or can take the entire space available. This is how the smell of a room freshener spreads quickly to all parts of a room. You can smell the stink of a garbage dump even if we are passing it at a distance. Suppose you are passing it at a distance. The garbage dump is far from you. Then also you can get that stinking smell, isn't it? Because that smell is also sprayed throughout the atmosphere. Thus, we can say that gases, now the features of gases, all of you take pencil and tick the features, have no fixed shape, have no fixed volume and can flow more easily than liquids. Okay, so the particles or molecules of gas can flow more easily than liquids because the space in between them or among them are far more than the molecules of the liquids. Now we are going to know about a scientist and his name is Robert Brown. He was a Scottish scientist. What he proposed? He proposed the Brownian motion theory. The motion theory that he proposed is known as Brownian motion theory. To explain his theory, he performed an experiment. He collected pollen grains from flowers and mixed them in water. While performing the experiment, he noticed that the pollen grains showed random movement inside the water. This movement was named as the Brownian motion after his name. Okay, so you will learn it. You will just read it for your information. Now, can you see at the bottom part of page number 131, one table is given. This table is very much important. You will have to learn this table. Okay. These are the three features which are explained in cases of solids, liquids and gases. The first feature is the molecules in solids are very tightly packed. The molecules in liquids are less tightly packed. and the molecules in gases are loosely packed. Clear to all? Number 2, they have fixed shape and volume. Who? The solids. Liquids do not have a fixed shape but have a fixed volume. So liquids have a fixed volume but don't have a fixed shape. Gases, they have neither fixed shape nor definite volume. Okay? Now the third point. Solids cannot flow like liquids and gases. Liquids can flow and gases can flow more easily than liquids. So you will learn all these features. Now we will move to page number 132. One more, track your progress. Our activity is given. All of you take your pencil and you can write it in the way 1, 2, 3 because you have been asked to arrange the following in the order of increasing space between their molecules. Okay, so increasing space means the least space one will be the first one, then the next of that will be a little bit more space, and the third one will have the maximum space. So what will be the first one? In number A, table. This is the solid material, so the particles will be tightly packed. So this one will be 1. Then the liquid one, milk. Then the gaseous one, that is air. So table is 1, milk is 2 and air is 3. Now we will come to number B. Smoke, paper and oil. Which is the solid one? Paper. So this one will be 1. Which is the liquid one? Oil. So this one will be 2. And which is the gaseous one? Smoke. So this one will be 3. Clear to all? Okay. Now there is a point given in one red maroon colored box. Can you see that? Get it right. The molecules are more tightly packed in solids as compared to the liquids. We have already learned that. But here is an exception. Water is an exception to this fact. Why? The molecules in ice is a solid form of water. We have already learned that. The molecules in ice have more space between them than the molecules in water. All of you will learn this as an exception. Okay? In all the cases, the molecules of solid are tightly packed than liquid. But in the case of water, this is an exception. Here, the molecules of the solid form of water, that is ice, have more space than the liquid form of water. Okay? So that's all for today. In our next class, we will finish this chapter and we will do the objective type questions also. So all of you take care and read thoroughly. Bye.